Ladies and gents, the Buffalo Bills are back and the NFL is terrified. There is no way the Bills get red hot right before the playoffs start. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bills Digest. I'm your host, Anthony Senicar. And let's be honest, come Sunday, y'all want a Bills win, an ice cold Labatt, some nice wings, and probably are smashing some tables. And the same way you guys smash those tables, come Sunday morning before the game, I want you guys to smash that like, subscribe button, because I've been doing some digging here at Bills Digest, and take a look at this. 97% of you guys who are watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. Come on. Subscribe, join the army, stay in touch here with Bills Digest for all your latest Bills news, because we got you covered from wall to wall. Well, ladies and gents, the Buffalo Bills have defeated the New York Jets in comfortable fashion, 42-14. What a showing from this team. The offense side of the ball was rolling. The defense side of the ball was rolling. It looked rough at the start. It was a very slow start, but they picked it up. The defense pulled up its big boy pants, had a lot of major turnovers and major plays. The offense came to play. The receivers stepped up big time, and there were a lot of records set in this game and set on this season. So let's break it down for you guys all right here. First of all, I want to give my flowers to the Bills receiving corps, who had itself a game today. Multiple big games. We'll start off with Mr. Amari Cooper, 3 catches for 56 yards, 1 touchdown, and went over 10,000 career receiving yards. Hats off to him. What a great career for that man. Tyrell Shavers, Mr. 1 catch, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. First catch of his career was 1 catch, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Congrats to him. I have a feeling you will be getting a lot more call-ups, Mr. Shavers. Keon Coleman, or should I call him Randy Coleman, because what a catch from that guy. 3 catches, 27 yards, 1 touchdown. Matt Collins, great day. 2 catches, 33 yards, 2 big first down plays. Khalil Shakir, bit of a quiet game, but 3 catches for 25 yards. The everybody eats mentality is crazy. The Bills did set a tie a record, hoping to set the record next weekend, but 13 different pass catchers for a touchdown. Matt Collins, Khalil Shakir, Ty Johnson, Keon Coleman, Amari Cooper, Ray Davis, Dalton Kincaid, Jimbo, Curtis Samuel, Quentin Morris, Josh Allen, our quarterback. Yes, he did catch touchdown. Dawson Knox, and obviously Shavers today. Hats off to them. Hats off to the receiving corps. This everybody eats mentality is the way to go. Everybody eats, no one complains, and your receivers go up and get big catches. I just want to highlight these 2 catches right here. Coop, looking absolutely crazy, high pointing the ball perfectly. Very much something that Diggs did not have in his arsenal, which was Josh throws it up and he catches it. He had a few of those, but this one from Cooper was just insane. I was at the game, and I remember, when he caught it, I was like, there's no way he came down with it. He came down with it, and it was a great catch all along. And also the rookie, Keon, absolutely mossing someone. Just a phenomenal catch. Josh scrambling around. He throws up a deep shot, and Keon comes up with the catch. This offers a whole new opportunity for the Bills. They have tall receivers, guys who can go and high point the ball and get big catches and big opportunities, and it helps a lot. It's something the Bills have been lacking. So hats off to the whole receiver corps, tying a record, hopefully beating a record. Hey, betting people, I am going to say, Reggie Gilliam hasn't caught a touchdown pass. Have your eyes out for that. I would have your eyes out for that, guys. Now, the offense also did set 2 records on the season, which I want to talk about. Obviously, most points in a season in franchise history at 502. Still 1 more game to go. So again, the offense in what was a retool year sets a franchise record for most points in the season. Are probably going to finish the season off with averaging 30 points on offense or more. The only way they do not get 30 points of offense is if they do not score a field goal next week, and I'm hoping they score a field goal. I'm hoping Mitch has a good game next week, because Mitch is going to be playing. So, again, We'll call it 30 points per game on the season, on the average, which is phenomenal for a team in a retool year. This everybody eats mentality, like I said before, is the way to go. Having the run game, multiple games where the run game was going, now other games where you're just slinging the ball to different pass catchers and they are making big plays. On top of that, most TDs in a single season in Bills history. Again, everybody eats, everybody's scoring. Hopefully we break that receiving touchdown record next week. But again, this is a record-setting offense. Have not seen an offense like this from the Bills since 2020, and it is just mind-boggling. And like I keep saying, in a retool year that the Bills are putting up these crazy stats. And listen, we're on MVP watch. Josh had himself an all right game. We'll see how it goes. This is how he finished off the game. 16 of 27, 182 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 5 carries, 1 rushing touchdown. Again, kind of pedestrian game for Josh. I mean, those are still good stats. Like, that is a good game. And again, it's going to be, I'm starting to lean towards that it's going to be a co-MVP favorite. It's just, it's not, I don't think Josh is going to win it on his ones. But again, we see. And then Josh also set a record. Joins the, I'm going to call it the 40-40 club. 5 straight seasons with 40 touchdowns. This guy is it's so beautiful watching this guy play every single week. It is a blessing. It is just phenomenal. And I love watching this guy play. It is crazy what he does. I mean, there was multiple passes today where he was just rolling out. He was almost tackled and got a first down or a touchdown. It is crazy how good this guy is. And like I was going back on the MVP talk, obviously now the Bills are pushing for an MVP. Even head coach Sean McDermott had this to say. Josh Allen's the MVP. I've been around this league long enough to know and see MVPs every year and for many years and what he has done on this team in this organization. And no offense to anybody else, but I've got a hard time believing that someone's done more. There it is. Sean McDermott, who is not a big individual award guy, is pushing for it. Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins have sat down and talked to the media, pushing for it. I mean, you got to give the guy the award, or at least you got to co-favorite it with Lamar. It is crazy the stats this guy is putting up. I mean, that 3-game stretch against the Rams, Niners, and the Lions is the best football I've ever seen from Josh Allen. Other than the New England Patriots perfect game, I have not seen Josh Allen play a better game of football. That Lions game was phenomenal. That Rams game, I remember turning to the side to my girlfriend and saying, whoa, this is crazy how good this guy is playing. That's the best I've ever seen Josh play, and my hat's off to him, and he should be the MVP favorite. Now, moving off of that, let's talk about this defense, because you know what? This defense, hats off to them. They stepped up. Multiple guys with big games. Ed Oliver, 3 tackles for a loss, 1 sack. AJ Epenesa, 4 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, and a safety. Christian Benford, 1 tackle, 1 interception. Almost had a second, but it went through his hands. Groot, 3 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Had the tip on the Benford interception. Von Miller, 2 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 sack. A sack to ice the game. Matt Milano, 5 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, almost a touchdown. And Jordan Phillips, 1 interception. My apologies. That was Groot who had the tip on the Jordan Phillips interception, not the Christian Benford interception. The defense is stepping it up. If this is a defense that we get in the playoffs, this is all we need. We need the pass rush. The pass rush is getting through. Again, this is an abysmal Jets team, but I think if they keep stacking up defensive performances like the past 2 weeks, it will build at least some sort of momentum and some sort of swagger through the locker room. Like, hey, we can do this. We can stop these guys. And again, Ed showed up. Vaughn showed up. Rousseau showed up. Epenesa came out to play. It was like guys who I've been saying who need to show up are stepping up, which is good. Christian Benford, best corner in the league. I'm going to say it now. If he had a cool nickname like Sauce Gardner, he would be in the conversation for best corner in the game. Benford is an animal. Cole Bishop had himself a good game. When you're not talking about your safeties in a game recap or just at the end of a game, that means your safeties did well. So hats off to Cole Bishop and for really understanding the system and coming into his own now. And just a great defensive performance all around, which keeps stacking this up. There were moments early on where the Bills looked like they were on their heels, but had the costly turnovers and sacks that helped them and kind of get the game going. So there's kind of cracks through the foundation right now, as you can kind of spot it. But let's ignore that. They played well, so I'm going to give them their flowers. They played very well. They got the turnovers. They got the sacks. So my hat's off to them. And now finally, the last thing I want to talk about is playing in Orchard Park. Nothing beats it. The Bills now go 8-0 at home. That place is a fortress to play in. I was at the game, and it was loud. The players feed off the energy when they play Mr. Brightside going into the fourth. It is crazy in there when they have the legend of the game saying, hey, hey, and when they're saying, where else would you rather be right now? The players feed off of that. Let's keep that energy up. No one wants to come into Orchard Park. I am saying it now. Joe Burrow doesn't want to come to Orchard Park. Lamar Jackson doesn't want to come to Orchard Park. Bo Nix definitely doesn't want to come to Orchard Park. None of these guys want to come to Orchard Park. And listen, if the Chiefs do lose, there's still an opportunity to have 3 playoff games in Buffalo. I mean, we got to win the first one. But hats off to the team and to the fans. Mafia, we keep showing out, and it is a fortress in there, the best atmosphere in the league. And you can really notice the guys love playing in Buffalo, and they love the atmosphere it brings. I mean, look, even Josh had this to say about it. Going 8-0 at home during the regular season is a team and fan stat. I truly believe Bills Mafia is the best fan base in the world. Y'all, it feeds off everybody. Nothing beats a Sunday afternoon, a Sunday night, a Monday night, a Thursday night, doesn't matter when it is. Nothing beats a game in Buffalo. And I think the weather conditions in January and February will help a lot. Look at the San Fran game. You bring some of these teams into a world like that, they are not going to know what to do. Buffalo has played in it before. They know what they're doing. The loudness. They had 2 false starts. And again, those are fan stats from the crowd noise. The crowd is at an all-time high. Let's keep it up. Let's get the boys buzzing going into the playoffs. Defense, keep it up. Josh, I hope you win MVP, but Mitch, let's have a showing. Let's finish off the season strong with a win, and let's ramp up for whoever comes to Orchard Park. We'll keep our eyes out for the rest of the week to see, or at the end of next week to see who we will be playing. That's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on the game? What are your thoughts on the fan base and how the stadium is? And let me know, do you think this is a good win to hang your hat on, or is this Jets team just abysmal? As always, guys, please like and subscribe, and go Bills.